What if one of Toyota's smallest and cheapest cars is hiding a problem nobody's talking about? After spending 24 hours with the all-new 2026 Toyota Aygo X, I walked away impressed, but also genuinely concerned. And before you buy one, you need to hear this. Welcome back to Supercar. I recently spent a full 24 hours with the new 2026 Toyota Aygo X. On paper, it's exactly what a modern city car should be. Compact, efficient, affordable, and packed with technology. But after living with it day and night, I discovered something that left me asking a serious question. Has Toyota made this car a little too clever for its own good? Let's break down everything I found. First impressions. Better looking than you'd expect. Before we even talk about the drive, I need to say this. The 2026 Toyota Aygo X looks far better in person than photos suggest. For a budget city car, it has real presence. The sharper front end, wider wheel arches, and new two-tone paint options make it look far more expensive than it actually is. In fact, just a couple of hours into my test, someone walked over and asked me what it was. That almost never happens with cars in this segment. Right away, it felt like Toyota was aiming much higher than the typical city car formula. The city drive where the Aygo X shines. Take the Aygo X into the city and everything starts to make sense. This thing is incredibly easy to drive. It's compact, agile, and perfectly sized for tight streets, crowded traffic, and impossible parking spaces. The 1.0-liter three-cylinder engine feels lively around town. The steering is light and effortless, and visibility is excellent. Toyota has also fixed one of the biggest weaknesses of the old model with a much better infotainment system, featuring a responsive touchscreen and wireless Apple CarPlay. In urban driving, the Aygo X feels right at home, and honestly, it's one of the most enjoyable city cars that I've driven in a long time. The highway test, where the cracks start to show. But then I took the Aygo X onto the motorway, and that's where my concerns began. Around town, the 1.0-liter engine feels lively and eager. At 110 km/h, it's a different story. The engine works hard, cabin noise rises noticeably, and overtaking takes planning rather than confidence. It's not unsafe, but it isn't relaxing either. And that's what worries me. Many buyers will see the Aygo X as an all-purpose car, only to discover that long highway journeys can feel far more tiring than expected. The night drive surprise. One thing Toyota absolutely nailed is the night driving experience. The updated LED headlights are genuinely impressive, throwing a wide, bright beam that makes dark rural roads far less stressful. Even more surprising was the ride quality. On rough back roads late at night, the Aygo X felt stable, composed, and more comfortable than I expected from a car in this segment. It's one of those upgrades you don't notice in the showroom but really appreciate in the real world, living with it for 24 hours. Spending a full day inside the Aygo X revealed both its strengths and its limits. The cabin feels more modern than before. The layout is simple, and the front seats are comfortable for everyday driving. But after several hours, the compromises become clear. Taller drivers may want more seat support, rear seat space is tight for adults, and the boot is fine for daily errands but not ideal for family road trips. For city life, it's easy to live with. For longer journeys, you'll quickly notice where Toyota kept the car compact. Fuel economy. Surprise. A number that will make you smile. Before you think this is all criticism, here's something that genuinely impressed me. After 24 hours of mixed driving, city traffic, country roads, and motorway miles, the Aygo X delivered excellent fuel economy. Toyota has clearly focused on efficiency, and it shows. Running costs are incredibly low, which makes this car a very attractive option for commuters. In a world where fuel prices still matter, that's a huge advantage. Not every car needs sports car performance to make sense. Hour 20, the real problem reveals itself. Alright? Here's the part of the video where I have to be completely honest with you. By the time I reached hour 20, sitting in the Aygo X for what felt like the 1000th time that day, I realized what the real worry is. It's not reliability. It's not build quality. It's not even performance. It's the positioning. The 2026 Toyota Aygo X is a genuinely good product for a very specific buyer. But Toyota is marketing it to almost everyone, and the gap between who this car is for and who might end up buying it is exactly where the concern lives. If your daily life is urban, short distance, and mostly solo or with one other person, this car is a home run. But if life asks a little more of your vehicle on a regular basis, the Aygo X is going to ask something back from you in return. My verdict 24 hours later. Here's the bottom line. And I'm going to give it to you straight, because that's why you come to this channel. The 2026 Toyota Aygo X is a very good car being asked to be something it isn't. It's lane, urban commuting, tight city streets, budget conscious, daily driving. It is one of the best options in the segment right now. The design refresh is real, the tech update is meaningful, the running costs are excellent. But if you're considering this car thinking it will handle everything life throws at it, long motorway drives, weekend road trips carrying the whole family and the luggage, I'd urge you to think carefully before you sign. The worry isn't that the car is bad. The worry is that Toyota knows exactly who this car is for, but doesn't always say so loudly enough. Final thoughts. And that is why I walked away from 24 hours in the 2026 Toyota Aygo X feeling unsettled. Not because it failed, but because it succeeded so well in some areas that the gaps in others felt even sharper by comparison. This is a car worth your attention, but only if your eyes are wide open going in. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Would you buy the new Aygo X? Is a dedicated city car the right call for your life right now? I genuinely want to hear what you think. If you found this video useful, hit the like button. It makes a real difference to the channel. And if you're not subscribed to Supercar yet, now is a great time to change that. We do this every week. Real cars, real tests, real opinions. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
with